Everyone is around. Please.
I suppose you've taken a lot of positives out of this batting and performance of Thai national.
Yeah, I think so. After the first test, the way, especially even in the first inning we collapsed. It was almost 20-25 for 4. And I think good performance by Asad Shafiq and Yunus Khan. The way they batted and the way they just gave us initiative in this test match, and then some runs by the tail. I think posting 337 in the first inning, that was really a big advantage for us. And then Saeed Ajmal really give us a chance to be ahead in this test match. But I think Peterson inning and then in the second inning collapse, we could not just manage to win this.
How much do you think Ajmal will take in this next test to know that he really can get into the South African batsman?
I think he's a world-class batsman and world-class bowler, and he proved that today against the top quality sides. Top batsman in the world, took 10 wickets against South Africa. I think in South Africa, that's a big achievement, and I think now they are under pressure and they know that he is the one who can really create trouble for them.
Misbah, do you take any sort of blame yourself for the shot you made to get out?
I think so. That was the turning point today. After that, the collapse started. I think that was the time we should have just carried on. You can say that was the turning point of the game.
Even 180 was defendable on this pitch if you because you'd had pressure from both ends. So do you regret not playing Rahman or not bowling these enough to support Ajmal?
I think that's right, that we could not put pressure from the both sides. We tried different things, but none of the bowlers could just create pressure from the other end. The runs were just flowing, and at the end they finish it off so quickly, and they score runs even more than 4 and over. So that could be really another thing we are looking forward, because if we could have just bowled more overs and just restrict them to an average of 2.5, 2.3, we could have been really in the game. But I think none of the bowlers could just really put pressure from the other side.
What do you think of the performance of Mohammad in this team?
I think he bowled well, and he showed that he could be really an asset for us in future, especially on these sort of bouncy tracks, the way he bowled. I think that's really a big positive for us.
What do you think of Peterson, 84 and Griffin?
I think so. That was the game changer for them, because if we could have lead of 70, 80 runs even on this track, it could be a different story. I think that was really a vital inning at that time.
And so hindsight is perfect science, but what would 80 more runs have meant your target? South Africa's target was 80, you weren't figuring it would have been a different game?
Yeah, I think so. The way whenever you are chasing 250 in the last inning, and Saeed Ajmal is on the opposition side, it's really difficult. The way, like even when we get through them, even last 2-3 runs, they were really struggling. So it could have been 50-60 more runs, really. And pressure is different when you're chasing 250 runs, and when you're chasing 180, you know that, okay, you can play freely, but 250, you have to be there all the time.
Misbah, will this defeat kind of hurt you guys more than the first test, because you're in the game, right up to this final day, even on top?
I think so. We really blame ourselves. We just did mistakes. You can't afford to do against the top quality side in the world. I think the way we just got early wickets in the first inning, it should have been 70-80 runs, but we just allowed the tail to score runs. And then I think today, the way we batted, I think we would have easily scored 225, 30 runs, but I think we should blame ourselves that we got out on a track which was really playable.
Misbah, you batted far better in this test match. You still made a few mistakes and eventually got less than you should have done. What are you going to do to address that in this century?
I think it's all about just stick to the basics. I mean, Test cricket is all about spending time there and building partnerships and just stick to your basics. That's what you need all the time, especially against the top quality sides in the world. I think there was a little bit panic today. At that time when Peterson was bowling round over the stump and into the rough, a little bit panic to score runs, and we just did mistakes against them. So we need to just address that. If the partnership is going on, just play normally, stick to the basics, build partnership, and try to bat like a test match. I think we have to just do it in the coming test match.
Will Jack come fixed for the century?
Hope so. He's getting better, and let's see.
You've been captain for 8 series now, and before this series you've only lost 2 test matches. This is the first time you've actually been in adversity, having lost 2 consecutive matches. How do you plan to basically gee up the boys for the 3rd test and the subsequent ODI series?
I think every game is a new game. Though we lost the test series, but we know that we are playing against the #1 team in the world in test matches and in their own conditions. So I think we should know that, and we have to play game by game. And next game we just go there and try to win that, try to put a better show in that. I think that's the only thing we can just think of.
Misbah, you're not able to play Test cricket in your home country. Does that affect your preparation? Do you think you'd be able to put up an even better showing if you were able to have international cricket in Pakistan?
I think so. That's a major issue for us because we are just playing 6-7 test matches a year. And if you look at other sides in the world, they are playing 15 to 16 test matches a year. So that's a really, really big drawback for us because look at the experience of South African team. Almost everybody, some of their players are above 100 test matches, and most of their players are 60, 70 test matches. But in our side, if you look at, only Yunus Khan is the one who played more than 50 test matches. Other guys are 10, 5, 17, 16. So that really experience makes a big difference in this kind of game. You need more experience. You need to play more test cricket to just develop as a cricketer, as a test cricketer.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.